Welcome back to my Let's Play of the Roottrees edit. Last time, we delved into the scummy lives of the miracle Roottrees and a few other people. In particular, we have identified Lauren Roottree and some of her siblings, and started working through the Lauren Rootree's book about her life between wars. So this is where we stopped, 1963, Sam. An entry entitled Sam from Lauren Rootree's diary, written in 1963. From a previous entry, you learned that Elias Rootree had given it to his wife and announced that Sam, an obscure relative, was to be included in family gatherings. Gwyneth had been pushing to include Sam for quite some time. Lauren writes, Elias had given in to his wife. I see. Lauren writes, why Sam? I have many distant relatives I've never met. After all, Granny had sisters and Granddad had a brother or two, but I was told, trim their branches from the family tree. So why is Sam special? Nothing ends up. And I'm not the only one to realize. And she summoned all the next gens to a secret meeting in Zach's office. Gwyn's in Paris, but the rest of us, including Miracle's boys, spent ages trying to unravel the mystery. None of us had even met Sam, until Uncle Junior's wedding to Patsy last year. At the reception, when I asked who Sam was, Bob shushed me and said it was complicated. Okay. Let's just note Sam. Mentioned in life between. There we go. Wait, that's not what I wanted to click. This is what I wanted to click. Okay. So, Uncle Junior's wedding to... So... Not this guy. Someone here is Junior. Do we know who it is? So, okay, so this has to be Junior. And it would have to be... Well, it cannot be Clancy Jr. because your father is Clancy, so someone here will have to be Clancy Jr. So this has to be unknown. Patricia, but we don't know which. Alright, back to reading. Do we have anything here? Gwyn is in Paris, so Gwyn is also a next gen. So Gwyn is on this layer. But this is Gwyn. Yeah, and she is an actor. Right, I remember. Gwyn is the person she was mad about. Okay. Clancy's war, he saw Sam working alongside the farm hands, EC and John. Alongside the farm hands, EC and John, when he used to drive past the old Anderson farm on his way to work. Upon hearing that, Zach checked the records and managed to confirm all three are on the books. Okay. EC. John. Farmhands. I imagine this might be relevant to that sealed envelope at the end of the story. Eli, Miracle's youngest, not my brother, even chimed in. Okay, so you would be Eli. You have two Elis. I guess Elias Miracle. I'm gonna make... Wait, right, she even said Eli, Miracle's youngest, not my brother, so somewhere here is Eli Clancy. Okay. You are Lauren. Eli C. Brother Clancy Jr. Oh, we already have it. Clancy Roottree. Okay, we don't need this one. Apparently when he was riding his mini bike alongside the farm a few weeks ago, Sam gave him some old tools, taught him how to make the bike's engine faster. None of us think that proper for a multitude of reasons, but Eli certainly seems to. At the end of the day, nothing explains why an outsider has footage into family's affairs, especially one who works on the farm of all places. Whatever happened to blood is thicker than syrup? Why is Granddad making an exception now? Well, I'm going to make a wild guess that this Sam person is an illegitimate chef. Clock. One of the final entries called Clock from Lauren Roottrees' diary, written in 1964. Okay, so the number here changes based on which entry it is. Good to know. So Clark is pretty important. Clark's getting married, and in my opinion, far too young. He's barely 18 for God's sake, and Danielle isn't much older. But openly confronting them would make me a hypocrite. After all, Jacob and I got married at 16. Clark, like the rest of his generation, is a free spirit. What else do you call a group of kids growing up with more money than any one person can spend? They all aspire to be musicians and artists and dancers and all sorts of nonsense. The only one who has any discipline is Carl, but that's because Pope forced Clancy to send him to the academy. Okay, so this would be Clancy. This has to be Clancy Jr. We do not know his occupation, we do not know his wife. Maybe I'm just getting old, but our generation was never so bad. My brothers all seemed to pursue paths of knowledge, and the most rebellious thing any of us ever did was bring home someone who would be illegal to marry if we lived anywhere south of Pennsylvania. Bob seems to have gotten over it because Edward is set to take over his department once he retires. And as for me, wait a second, Edward, we do not know who Edward is. Okay, so someone here is Edward, and based on the description, it looks like their wife is a black woman. And I'm going to make a wild guess that this person is the daughter of this Edward person. Wait. As for me, my first published book, Swashbuckle My Heart, is based on the pirate stories I used to invent with Jacob when we were walking in the woods after school. I think he'd be proud that Clark and I are carrying on his name. Remind me who Jacob is? Okay, Jacob is your husband. And okay, Clark is your son. Let's do Swashbuckle My Heart, Lauren. What's her name again? Rafferty. No copies is available, re-released as X Marks the Spot. Okay. Lauren Root. According to the back of the book, this is a buried treasure by Lauren Roottrees, and from the author of the Court series. It also says, keep an eye out for Lauren Roottrees' next book, Revisiting the Diary, 10 years later. Okay, so looks like this will... Oh, God damn it. This will be valuable for us. Okay. I'll get back to it in a moment. We have yet another book from her. Even my cousins are doing well. Zach's not a bad president after all, and his sister seems to be doing a good job raising her twins. Gwyn is Gwyn, but at least she came out of the divorce with her head held high. She even told us she might come home next year, so we can meet her kids. But they're free spirits. In any other family, they'd all end up on the streets, even Clark. Okay, so not a big opinion of your own son. Alright. Okay, yeah, Gwyn has divorced. That checks out. Why is this boarded up? I wonder. Now, back to the computer. This was a version of Lauren Roottrees' diary released in 1975. Unlike the original diary, it contains no pictures, but has many new passages that reflect on her thoughts 10 years later. One major event happened between the releases that changed Lauren's outlook on certain subjects. The death of her lives. A summary of the fallout has been added to your notes, as well as some other select pages. Okay. Which lives though? Okay, let's take a look at this first. So we have the 5 pieces, including someone who has one eye. Well, this would actually have to be Miracle since he has to be the... Yeah. So you would be Miracle. Lauren's diary contains some labeled pictures. This is the 5 pieces. Caption. This picture was famous in our house. Hope even had it framed. That's him on the left. Okay. Good to know. So, this guy. It was taken in 1935 to celebrate the move to the new warehouse that Eli Jr. designed. Okay, Eli Jr. is an architect. And by process of elimination, you are Eli Jr. Correct. Booyah!
You're listening to It's time for your headlines. Once an hour, every hour, on the 45. It's a bizarre development to an already tragic tale. In the wake of the accident that took his life, some of Carl Roottrees' belongings have apparently gone missing. Most notably, a framed photo of the Roottrees family from the mid-1970s that Carl had on his office wall. We interviewed a local psychologist about who would do such a thing and why. For that article, search online for WRTD News. Again, that's WRTD.
Okay. So before we forget, let's do that. WRTD. WRTD News is your local investigative jazz radio station. During their news segments, at 45 minutes on the hour, they have been talking about the plane crash. The most recent hour, they also talked about a picture taken from Carl's office after the plane crash, and promised an interview online with a psychologist. Before I forget, I should say that it really sounds like the person who hired us is pretty sketchy. This doesn't sound like an official investigation. During the interview, it's revealed there was a break. Instead, someone with a key to the office took the picture after discovering the pipes burst due to the recent storm. This means it was likely someone close to the family, who was aware of the photo's history and wanted to save it. The psychologist, however, goes on to posit the culprit had an alternative agenda, specifically because nobody in the family has come forward to say that they have it in their possession. A comment below the article says, "Don't believe their lie. This is just another instance of the Roottrees curse being a real, true thing. I bet you Carl was murdered, and the picture had the evidence on it." Ooh, spooky. Okay. Roottrees curse. We'll get to this later. I want to finish with the photo I was investigating. It was this evidence. So, back to this. Angie and I both wanted to be in the photo. This miracle was in it, and the three of us were all about the same age. We were told only the 5 pieces, which really didn't go over well, to say the least. Eventually, I suppose to stop the tantrums, they posed us in front of the camera with Mr. Ward, who was there with Aunt Gwendolyn. I found out years later that they never even took their second. Okay, so one of you is Gwendolyn. Let's see. It is not you. It is... Yeah, it is you. Roottrees Gwendolyn. And someone here is going to be modern Gwendolyn. Next, we know that this person is blonde. Because on this side of the family, well, actually, do we know that? Not sure we do know that, but I think we can reasonably assume that. So the last person here is this, Roottrees Gwendolyn, of unknown occupation. There we go. Okay, back to it. So you two are unconfirmed. Okay, now what else do we have? Oh, WRTD mentions this. Cool. Revisiting the diary scandal, the next generation. Here we have some photos. Okay, there is another miracle with his horrible, horrible tie. Well, I guess that would have to be... Where is it? Where is the man with the horrible tie? Is it you? Yes, it is you. But maybe it's an alternate photo of someone else. An attempt to recapture the spirit of the 5 pieces photo with our generation. For old time's sake, we gathered on the warehouse floor. I wanted Eli to stand all the way to the left, since to me he looked a lot like Pope did in the old one. But I was outvoted by my brothers. They insisted the 4 of us stand together. And so we clumped up in the middle and let everyone filter in behind and in front of us. The only one too good to make an appearance was Gwyn. Okay, so Gwyn is not in this photo. Grandma insisted we include Sam, even if we didn't want to. None of us understood why, including Sam. I also didn't think it fair Miracle made it in, since he is technically a 5-piece. I guess my inner child still holds a grudge, even after all these years. Okay, so actually this is Miracle. So... okay, yep, checks out. He is the one with the eye patch. I think. Yeah, this has to be Miracle. Okay, Sam is in the next generation photo. Next generation photo. Done. Okay, let's see again. They insisted the 4 of us stand together, so we clumped up in the middle. In behind and in front of us. Okay, so these 4 are the Acker siblings. So that makes this go. Next, what can we get here? We know Gwyn isn't here. This is a Miracle. Someone here, so I think this has to be Sam, right? Like this has to be Sam, because no one else is old enough. So where could we place Sam? Possibly here? No, I'm not sure. That doesn't make much sense. Yeah, I'm going to leave Sam out of it for the time being. In this bottom. Next, what do we have? Clancy Roottrees strikes me like he would be a lawyer, but unclear yet. We do not have the names for them. Actually... oh, right, the free spirit here is Eli, but we do not know yet who Eli is. Yeah, we don't have Eli in this generation. Yeah, the three spirits are a bit of a problem for the time being. And Margolite Roottrees is also ambiguous. Actually, we should probably Google for Gwyn Roottrees. Alright. We can go for further revisiting the diary. I think I'm going to leave it for a moment and switch back to the Roottrees. There is a long, rambling conspiracy website with very small, very red text on a black background that says that the Roottrees are cursed. It has been very recently updated with the following. Important update. With Carl and Brenda and their girls, that makes 5 new deaths. Not only that, but 3 of the 5 presidents of the Roottrees company have died mysteriously. Except Guy's car was hit by a drunk driver in 1982, but nobody was arrested. Okay, so Guy Roottrees president. Then Ernie Madsen Jr. stepped down. Was he poisoned? Have we identified Ernie already? I feel like we have identified Ernie already. Have we? Do I have a note here? Yes, Ernie Jr. He is the 4th president. Okay. And now just this week, Carl died in a plane crash. This cannot be a coincidence. And also by timing, I guess Guy would have to be third president. Good. There we go. There is another entry that claims if you connect the dots in the pattern of the 5-piece wrapper, it creates a Mayan ruby skull. A fixed message meant to subliminally scare people away. The post before that has a link to a site that talks about how Earth has 4 corners simultaneous 4-day time cubes. The author of this site seems to agree. Good old time cube. Now that's a conspiracy theory I haven't heard about in a while. An entry from a few months ago claims that the owner of the website received an email from Roottrees at 75 at prodigy.us, asking him to take down his site with faked proof that Ernie Madsen actually had a heart condition and wasn't poisoned. The owner claims that although the proof looks quite credible, he knows that the proof was fake because he's an expert at creating fake evidence. The first entry is from 1996 and has a blurry picture of the Roottrees Candy Company factory, mainly taken by the website's author from behind a fence and through some trees. It seems that Operation RT-29 is real. I witnessed a helicopter land on February 29, 1996. The fuck? You find more conspiracy websites. Some people out there claim that the Roottrees are changing the candy recipe to include more and more chemicals, and that this was done in cooperation with bad actors from an unknown government. They claim that due to a loophole in the calendar, it is possible to get away with nearly any crime on leap year, as long as it isn't discovered until the days that every 4 years on a leap year, the Roottrees company hosts a meeting with foreign agents who conspire to poison our children. Their proof is that Roottrees candies contain polyglycerol polyricinoleate, an ingredient of the candy that wasn't there when it first released. They claim it is added in an attempt to addict people and eventually induce mind control. The website claims to sell pills that counteract this effect for children that have already eaten Roottrees candy in the past. You do an additional search for polyglycerol polyricinoleate, and it seems to be an emulsifier in chocolates, approved by the FDA and widely used across many products. Yeah, okay. Okay, this leads just back. Let's go for this one. Nothing relevant. Oh, wait. You begin to read this site and come to the conclusion that the words "no relevant results" isn't a strong enough description for what you're seeing there. It is a massive column of technical terms that aren't real and confusing rants you can't find any meaning in. Regardless, it won't help with your search. Yeah, okay. Mayan Ruby Skull. You find a few conspiracy websites that claim the Mayan Ruby Skull is a symbol of death. The alleged proof is a blurry photo of a reddish shape that is supposedly a cave painting from South America. According to legend, discovered beneath the painting were bones from hundreds of different people and animals. One site also mentions that the photographer who took the picture died when their boat capsized after crashing into a skull-shaped rock. Amongst the spinning skull gifs, you find no sources of verifiable details to back up any photos or claims. To you, the blurry photo looks more like an egg than a skull. Right. What about this Chris Ref 75? You find a simple page called The Art of Rafferty, copyright 1997, on Prodigy, that lists the author's email address as Chris Ruff. Okay, Rafferty. Rafferty. So we know Rafferty was this person. So it goes down here. Okay. So someone here is probably Chris Rafferty and is an artist. Below, actually, if it's 75, this is what, 23 years old? Could be anyone. Below a bunch of gifs that say under construction, there are a few artists. The first is the painting, captioned, "Me and my fiancée Lulu." A painting I did for my first year of college that I plan to give her when we get married in May. Quote-atons. There is an odd collage called Cousins, which seems to be made up of pre-scrambled images. The accompanying artist's statement says, "We had to create a piece of art about our family. I asked as many of my extended family of cousins for their pictures as I could, even some I've never met. Only a few of them got back to me. And my teacher said I wasn't allowed to use pictures of Raina, Riley, or Rose. So I had to get creative and use only my third cousin." Okay, so it is this level. So, okay, this is very annoyingly laid out, but I think it would have to be... Yeah, so it is someone here is... Someone here is... Priest Rafferty? If you have a fiance, it would have to be... You. You have to be Chris Rafferty. Chris, and your fiance is... Lulu. Yes, this, Garcia Luisa. And you are an art. Mr. Chris Rafferty 75. This includes Davy. He swims for Yukon. His yearbook picture. She is Davy's younger sister, who is an only child. Chris's artwork has been added to your evidence, but the cousin's photo will need to be unscrambled before you can use them. You've downloaded a new application, Pixpop, to edit the photos. Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake, I hate this. Okay, sorry, what? What? I guess I am supposed to match it? Okay. So, at what point does CH appear here? Okay, so it has to be this level of zoom, I think. I cannot... Wait. Yeah, I cannot move them around. Oh god, I hate this. I hate this so much. Why do you have to include really bad minigames? Okay. Okay, so we got one piece. Now we can actually work. Okay, like this. Like this. Like this. Like this. You. Okay, this is correct. This is like this. Okay. There we go. D-cho to mine? What? Oh boy. Okay, well, at least this one is easy to get started with. Pent. There we go. Elbow, but like this. No. Yes, actually. This. And this piece. Oh, wait. This is upside down. Another cousin. And... what? Who makes collages like that? Oh god. Okay. So we have this part. Yep, this checks out. Yeah, like this. For fuck's sake. Oh my god. What have I done to deserve this? Okay. So actually I need to move everyone else by one to make this. And okay, Okay, so your hand has to be on that side. Actually, maybe like this. Yes, okay. Okay, so this is how your hand goes. Let's try to get this piece into position. I think it should be like here. It should be lower. Yeah. No, it should be actually in the next row. It should be in this row. And I have now messed up other. Yay. Okay. So let's move you out. Do this. Do this. Okay. Next, I need to slide you into here. No, actually, into here. This here, here. This, like this, like this. Yep, there we go. Next, your hand. Okay, this part is correct actually. So like the. Well, I guess I need to be moving them one by one. This. Yay. Oh, finally. Please no more mini games. This was terrible. I also already forgot what we are doing here. Okay, so the swimmer is Davy. We know that Cousins 2 is Davy. So, Cousins 2, Davy. And next we have Bethany, who is Davy's younger sister, and Stephanie, who is an only child. Okay. So this is probably okay. Going by appearances, this would have to be Bethany, and this would have to be. Yeah. Okay. So Cousins 1 is probably Bethany. Cousin 1, Bethany, probably. Cousin 3, Stephanie. And only Albert. There we go. And we know all of them are his third cousins. So, Mr. Chris Rafferty, third cousins means... what does it mean? It means you have the same great-grandparents, so third cousins are outside of your being. So this could be your third cousins? Makes sense. And... okay, this could also be. And someone here could be your third cousin. Yeah, unclear, impossible to guarantee that someone here is your third cousin. But you know what? I think this is where we will end today's investigation, and tomorrow we will continue with our 7 unchecked pieces of evidence, such as this crab. Well, actually no, this crab we have already handled. such as this. Oh, and we also have self-portrait of Rhys Rafferty and his fiancée Lulu. Cool. Let's add this while we are at it. It is you. That's you. There we go. With our 5 pieces of evidence, all of which are in Revisiting the Diary. The Diary. Scandal! Thank you for watching, everyone, and have a good day. Goodbye!